Coba kirim ke ini live ini. Jadi update. Morgan Rogers. Lama sih aku nyaman, cuma barang lupain aja. Left dong. Baby. And after woi, tarik. Marty, lihat di grup gua lagi nge-live itu. Grup. Live, cari koin. Terserah mau negara atau boleh. Saga. TikTok banget. TikTok banget. Coba di lo. Tahu yang di ST. Masalah pakai ST Bang. Salah apa yang langsung. Coba ngecek. Fisik banget sih. Mana 20 ya? Iya, dalam. Wih, iya bener banget. Tunggu sepang Bang. Enggak ada lagi. Adik-adik semuanya kita bermain bersama komentatorin benang dan sini. Bang, itu yang baju merah ganteng banget. Iya,
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin. Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Konsa ini dia Arsenal, guys.
Monster matchup, Jim Beglin. Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this. But, Jim, well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing. Things already rolling. That's a throw. Now it's Memphis Depay. Gakpo has the space to steam. And we have
Oke guys, mantap.
laps mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it. So a break. Oh, good.
Sis. Boleh.
A game of thrills, all
Ini harusnya
square in the blink of an eye. Yeah, They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
England restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cross to the back post.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Terlalu nafsu.
Mana sih Spain C ini?
Nafsu, guys.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Dor,
And he gets rid in a hurry.
dor, dor.
England have the chance to
Sundu
go the
Saka.
other way.
Tonton Gus videonya. Kasih
Still very
emot-emot.
early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Oh shit, shit.
Saka
Wih,
is
Oh,
fouled.
itu mesin.
ini shit.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Tuh kan.
Not a bad try by any means. Memphis Depay. Now it's Gakpo. Spence spots it and intercepts. James. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drills one in.
The Netherlands clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Gakpo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Ih, salah Gus. Salah tuh.
Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chips it through.
Gol
That's
tuh.
offside.
Wih.
Gol, 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 gol.
And it's Reinders. De Jong. And this is Depay.
Tos. Bagus kan?
Oh,
Gila.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a
Anjing,
perfect
Saka.
example.
Manis.
He's got away. Van Dijk.
Saka clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's on it. Can he get away? There's the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
oh, sih, itu sih. Tentangnya.
Tetrauda does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Memphis Depay, and he's picked it up out wide. Marlen, he's found a way through.
Up.
Spence did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Siap, siap, siap.
He's in plenty of space
Sundur.
here.
Wih.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And he was quick to react. Gordon. Rice. Now it's Bellingham.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Blandi,
Too much on it,
tuan
and
nih.
that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Sodok. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, this looks sharp. Reinders. It's a little off target. Bellingham. Now it's Kane.
Ih, setan
And the
wasit
referee has
goblok.
blown for half-time.
Nyerang ya.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each. And we are back underway. And here's Reinders. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play to the danger. Reinders. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Gakpo. And he's managed to get free. Plays it in low. Nearly, not quite.
Memphis Depay certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And here's Depay. James spots it and intercepts. Spence. Looking for options.
Yes.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Jauh itu, jauh. Ada paruh.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Yes, tahu.
Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Gravenberg. And it's De Jong.
Yep.
Now it's Gakpo. Now it's De Jong. That's a nicely shaped ball.
It was indecision all around. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kane does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That's destined for the flank. Gordon. That's good play. Ketrona did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well timed, excellent interception. James carries the ball down the right. Gakpo. Now it's Memphis Depay. And it's Hato. Oh, that was vital. Now that's well seen too. And he's well positioned here. De Jong driving forwards. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Anderson tries to pass it through. Marlon has it out wide and in space. Spence. Gravenberg. Memphis Depay. De Jong. De Jong!
Gitu nonton sampai keluar gitu guys.
Yes.
Get many simpler than that. He's certainly complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
The Netherlands leading now. Spence. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Anderson. Spence. And it's Bellingham. Now James. And it's Stones. Now Anderson. James. Hato wins the duel this time. Reinders. Kluivert.
Lagi.
Within sight of the finish line.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Mas.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
The Netherlands go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spence. Now Anderson. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nicely weighted ball. Delivers with wit. Well read, and the danger is averted. Stones. It's a good spell of possession, this. Plays the return pass. Rodgers. Oh, what has happened here? Deftly away. Time is desperately short now.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And the number on the board is 3. And it's Spence. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Yeah.
The Netherlands are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician in chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
England. Argentina lah. FIFA nih, wih.
Masih dengan Belandanya, anjay.
FIFA.
Masih jalan Yos, like Yos. Tadi gua pakai IG cuma 20 menit doang.
Leo Messi. Anak FIFA. Berarti ini meja kerja lu bang.
Ngene ae.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm
Shapes to He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Somerville certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Oh, the ball's so loose here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Terrific effort. Romero gets it away. Fernandez. He's having a hit. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Dumfries really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Molina. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Mantap.
Ih,
Oh, nicely intercepted. Otamendi. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked more likely to register first.
Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Molina makes the interception. And they can counter here. And he's quick to return it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Opts to play it back. Decent shot! Standing by
Lautaro.
Martinez.
Kecil-kecil.
Finish of true
Grawit.
class. And it's Argentina in front.
Anak pipa aja mas kalah.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Argentina have fired
Ih,
themselves in
ih,
front.
nggak expect itu
Well, I
gol.
guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier
Hai.
game.
Tuh kawan.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Fernandez. Searching pass he's played there.
Punya kawan.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. The Netherlands are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
Chance for a shot!
Astagfirullah, Natsu.
And he couldn't finish.
Kamu Natsu.
Has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Maju kan.
Fernandez.
Di ketuaan itu.
Berarti ketuaan itu.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Lama banget si player.
Molina made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Lovely ball and a real chance
Ih,
now.
telat dulu.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Nih ketuaan iki.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Depay. Now it's Somerville. Reinders. Somerville. And he's there to get it away. The Netherlands have their second corner now.
Shoot dulu player. Wih.
That's going to go a long way. Now it's Dumfries. In towards the back stick. Deftly away.
Widih. Oke, ketuaan iki. Ayo deh, woi. Cerot tuh.
And he welcomes it in.
Anjing.
Kalah.
Counter attack. Dari
Akhirnya woi.
lihat woi.
Two
Gol
are
gua tuh,
in
Mas.
charge, and things are looking pretty good
Akhirnya
for them now.
kalah.
One sweeping move executed with deadly
Yeah.
efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Aduh, malah diuter lagi.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Simeone. And it's Fernandez. Quality ball. Martinez.
Anjing ngopernya wes.
The most accurate pass. Gravenberg.
Baik.
Babak kedua.
The whistle's gone.
Wih, satu lagi nih hat-trick nih.
First half.
Bentar.
Well, I don't
Ines.
think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
Belum set dua
That
doang.
certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One
Yes.
will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Penyanyi.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half.
Ayo. Messi.
Back on the way then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it.
Malah ke situ lagi
But they
ngobrolnya
also
coy.
have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Yes.
Martinez.
Wis.
Interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Reinders. Now that looks a decent ball.
Astagfirullah.
Oh, the keeper's done ever
Kenapa
so
ya?
well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up.
Serang.
Oh!
Terus.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gravenberg. Reinders. And here's the play. Cut it out. Picked out brilliantly.
Deserves a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Ah,
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi. And it's Reinders. Tagliafico. McAllister. Tagliafico. Reinders receives it in. Can he finish?
astagfirullah.
away.
Sulit banget.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Tries to pass it through. McAllister. Dumfries gets across to intercept that. And here's Depay. Fernandes. Martinez with 2 goals already to his name. Looking for options for movement. Oh, bust chance.
Su.
Romero
Best
can
clear.
clear it away.
Terus.
Van de Beek. De Jong. Look at he's having a shot.
Bro,
He's got a goal.
Siap. Yes! Panggil dulu Yus.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Terus.
It's all a little bit desperate.
Ayo, itu cuy.
It's hit the crossbar. And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think Peter had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
The Netherlands are making a change. After this, just 1 opportunity to do so. Simeone. Taken back almost at once. Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Wih, tolong.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Betul. Betul.
Great vision. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Bocah ini ya.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Van der Ven calmly anticipates.
Ih, mantul lagi.
Undercooked. Now it's Simeone.
Hup.
Ih.
Ih, edek. Gak disuruh.
Gonzalez. Martinez.
Ya ampun.
Yo, ganti.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Oh,
So is that the decisive? Oh, he's been caught. Oh, good.
Hei, an.
It's a goal.
ambil.
Goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Rusuh.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
The Netherlands give themselves a chance of a finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's Hato. And here's Marlon.
Shit!
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Main kan lo? Nih.
Well, that was intense and enjoyable
Gua
contest
mau
that
nonton.
either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd
Jonas
goal.
nih. Gua guys.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium.
Sebelum terus apa bang?
Apa aja lah.
Boleh.
Apa ya?
Main Esteban.
Ini sama Rodriguez. Ini lah, setelah.
Apa gitu? Das. Diktator Mbappe.
Iya sih.
Mana Arab balik?
Luar lagi rokok. Cuk. Bisa nggak ya? Tadi kemarin 3-0, banget ya.
Bisa lah.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Best team in the
This is
world.
Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. That has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he finish?
Keren. Rusis banget tuh. Apa sih?
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Madweke. More and more pressure on the ball here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that...
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Inside the box, no shortage of targets here.
Capulle. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rudiger. Quarter of an hour played. Alexander-Arnold.
Yes.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Bernardo Silva. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kena Amon nih.
Spread out to the left.
Manis kawanku. Mbappe gol.
That's positional gold. You
Oh.
Gets his head on it!
Tuh, kan?
And
Saya
again,
enggak.
they've scored! And we have liftoff!
Fik. Ya
Some
kan?
heroic
Nah,
goalkeeping,
saya
but
udah,
even
Pak.
that couldn't
Kan
save
kalau
them
dalam
this
gol
time.
juga.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus.
He's having a shot!
Yeah.
Loose again! Oh, good finish!
Fix it.
Again, in
Parah.
trice,
Fix it.
and
Arsenal
they
parah.
saw it. And he's
Trot.
only too grateful to
Trot.
capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter.
Got
Just
X padahal.
instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ih, kok situ kawan. Ih,
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And the pass is intercepted. 30 minutes gone. Chips it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Chouameni. Oh no, this does not look good. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Masa gak masuk sih?
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
ih, terlalu dalam, bro. Jos.
Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's just a little long.
Salah.
Not the most convincing of passes. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga.
Jos.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Fix itu.
And he shoots! And he hits the net!
Fix gol, Jo.
And there we have
Marti
it,
pulang,
the
Jo.
two-goal cushion. Well, was he ever
Marti
going
balik.
to that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Wih, trik satu lagi ya Mbappe berarti ya.
And we are ready for what follows in the second.
Tadi nggak jadi hat trick itu Lautaro gitu ah. Ini era peganasan satu.
So off we go again.
Bala.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's picked his way through. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga.
Oke. Tuh.
He's a sharp little ball
Anjir.
here. Mbappe
Ih, salah
unable
saya.
to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Nah.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ya, telat bersih.
Now it's Valverde. He's got away. So much time and space here.
Ais,
Kepa
kawan.
claims comfortably.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Cucurella. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Norgard. Bernardo Silva. Chouameni. And it's Bernardo Silva. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. He has found a way through. Camavinga.
Yuk. Satu lagi. Kalah saya.
Chouameni.
Anjay.
Bernardo Silva.
Siapa yang di
Nkapie makes a dash for it. It's a searching pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. Chouameni, and it's Camavinga. Now it's Havertz. Saka.
Kalau si
He wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga.
Wih, Cok.
Alexander-Arnold.
Parah. Ayo, dua ada lagi. Oh,
Madrid Karmati.
iya kan.
Pops for safety.
Bisa di lisensi.
And it's Valverde. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Saka. Rudiger. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Want to throw in.
Anjay.
Wah, serius. Marah.
Show.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Bellingham. Madweke. Crunching tackle. He has a look out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madrid kan ya.
Bellingham. Good
Tetap ya.
alertness. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Woi. Astaga.
It is a foul.
Pencet.
Waduh, merah.
Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Telat kan?
Do you think he's feeling the effects of
Dari
that
play.
tackle?
Well, you would have
Tangannya
to
itu, wih,
the
ya
team
kan, pas
just stand
harusnya
by and
begitu.
concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that
Aduh,
position.
Eke.
Madweke is behind this one. Madweke!
Terus lagi.
And again!
Diktator.
Driving on and making good progress.
Diktator.
Ada lari ke sini.
Here.
Goblok.
Cruising
Nyata crossing.
Iya, Cok.
with
Tiga.
fun and fury. They continue to do their thing.
Terobel.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Doesn't he
Yes.
just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Dur.
Oh, he's been
Oh,
kidnapping.
Nyontek, Pak.
Oh, sweet feet.
Iya.
Valverde. And here's Camavinga.
Offset.
Camavinga gets flagged offside.
Aku tanya. Jadi ke pandangannya ini, Cok. Jos.
Now it's Havertz. And he's got the beating of his man.
Atar Mayus, modar Mayus. Modar.
And no mistake. We knew what was
Ngene,
coming.
ngene.
And he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Could they be onto something here? Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Goblok.
It's their second corner of the game. He's in a great position here.
Oke, Pak. Harus perintah badan.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Camavinga!
Pakai R2. Wah.
You don't keep those outs.
Mana.
He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So now the difference is 3. The most accurate pass. Chouameni, good driving run. Short changes him with that pass.
Kantong.
Gabriel Jesus. And it's Lewis Skelly.
Such good technique.
And he's picked out the run.
Betul.
Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you think?
Nice game.
Well,
Nanti
look,
kita
it was
bermain
very
lagi.
one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please be made aware of the measures that will be in place after the match.
Tuh, penayangannya 181 terus